Hey guys, welcome back to this next video in our learning sessions. And what we're going to do now is we're going to get your site all configured up, get that template that you saved into your Builderall account configured so that you can start using it to market for your business and grow your downline. So we're logged into our Builderall account, and you want to go up to the top here and go to Builders. And we use the drag and drop Pixel Perfect Builder to build out this site. Click on My Sites. This is where your site should have been imported when you clicked on Get My Site. And then you gave your site a name, so whatever you named it, there should only be one site in here. You just want to click on Edit. I just want to show you how the site looks right now and what we're going to do next to attach your autoresponder. So right away you get this pop-up that says, please configure the information for your email marketing, because right now you have no autoresponder hooked up to this, and it's letting you know that before you start marketing this site, you want to attach an autoresponder. So any of these elements on this page, you can just click on them and move them where you want them. If you right click on them, you can manipulate them by configuring them. If you want to change this text, you just would highlight it and type on it. If you wanted to change, say, this picture, you would right click on this and you could go change image. You could do any of these actions here. And here's the form that we're going to be working with right now to change. So if you right click on that form, there's a pop-up, and what we're going to do is we're going to hit configure. Now if you have any of these other autoresponders, you're going to click on the autoresponder that you have, and then it's going to pop up the list that you have in that autoresponder, so you can choose which list that you want to attach this autoresponder to. So we're going to attach ours to mailingboss, but we don't have a list set up yet because we're starting this fresh, but I just wanted to show you how this works. So the first thing we're going to do is go head over to mailingboss, and we're going to set up a list so we can attach this to our autoresponder. Also, you can configure this button to go whatever URL you want it to go to. But first we have to set up our mailingboss. So the next thing we're going to do is jump back over into our mailingboss. So you want to go back to your main login and scroll down to mailingboss. And since this is the first time that we've used mailingboss, it's going to have you put the name in that you want to use for your mailingboss. I just set up a new account so we could go through this step by step. Then you're going to click next, and you're going to, very important, you need the name of your business, because this is going to keep you compliant. The name of your website, if you don't have a name of your website right now, you can just basically make one up or not put one in at all. And then this default sending email address, this is where you want it. This is where when somebody gets an email from you, this is going to be the name of the email that's on there. So maybe you want to say, your name and your domain. And then this is where you want the reply emails to go to. It doesn't, I'm going to show you, if you attach your own domain name, you're going to get professional email addresses right with this system if you decide to attach your own domain name. So, just put in here what you think you're going to be using for right now. You can always go back and fix it later. Then you put the address of your company. I'm just going to make some stuff up right now. And you want to select the country that you're in. I think you can just type it. I want you to select, so scroll through here. They're doing updates on this system all the time, so every time I log in, there's a new update on a different way to do things. But they're all for the positive. They're all for the good. It's making the system better and better and better. So now we've got our initial our initial information set up for this, and you automatically come with one default list, this email marketing list. So if that's the list that you want to use, you can go ahead and just leave it, and we can go ahead and select it. But if you wanted to make another list specifically for this website, you could go ahead and make another list. So we'll just call this the networker. What we want the display name is. And we're going to call it MLM Recruiting Tips. And you choose whether you want a double opt-in or single opt-in. I'm going to go for single opt-in. And if you want a double opt-out or single opt-out, always single opt-out. Make it easy for people to opt out of your list so they're not upset about anything if they decide they want to opt out. But you're going to be providing so much valuable content, they probably won't opt out. And here's the fields that you want on your list. Of course, you need the email address. I always select first name. I don't typically ask for their last name, but you can do that if you want to. And then if you wanted to add more fields, you would just click on these buttons down here, and you could add whatever fields you want. Like if you wanted to add the phone number or a drop-down field or a multi-select. I just go with the email and the first name, just make it simple for people to opt in. The more information obviously you want, the less people will opt in, but if you wanted to add a phone number, that's a good thing to do as well. So now it's asking you to set up, this is going to be your welcome email. You can leave this email the way it is. If you wanted to, change things out, you could go ahead and play with this and make the email the way that you wanted to make the email. We're just going to leave it like this for now to get through this video. So now everything's all set up for your list. This next thing is if you wanted to start a campaign in a sequence. So if you wanted more than one email besides the welcome email. So we won't go through that right now, because inside your video tutorial, inside this system, there's a great tutorial on how to set up your campaigns and how to set up your sequences. And for the sake of time, I'm going to just show you how to attach this list now to your autoresponder, and then you can look at those videos inside of Builderall, those tutorials, to see how to set up your forms. And also I will be sharing with you my autoresponder messages if you want to use those as well. So the next thing, now that we have our list set up, we want to go back into our editor, and then we want to right click on this, and we want to click on configure. And we're going to attach mailingboss. So we click on mailingboss. And we have two lists now. We have the networker, the one we just created, and we have the default one that's always in there. It comes with one. So we're going to select the networker. Now that's all attached. So that's how we attach our autoresponder. And so now I'm going to close out this video, and we'll get into our next video and start going through the site and making sure that everything is attached the way it's supposed to be. So this is Tia. We'll see you in the next video.